Hey everybody, welcome to Enderal. This is, from what I understand, it's kind of a mini Elder Scrolls game. I just thought I'd take a step back from the COD and the Phasmophobia with Nadua 6 and see what I could do here. I booted into the game once before just to see if my computer would run it, and it looks like it's doing pretty good, so how about we just start a new game here and see what's going on. Enter Enderal. This is kind of giving me Oblivion vibes already with the way the panels are situated in the center and the font. I have a talk with Dad. He wants to tell me something important. Okay. It's pretty out here. Saw this over here. I was kind of wondering where it was. O Lord, O Maker, I can hear you calling. I feel your love, I know about your sacrifice. Without you I am nothing, a twig on the currents of time, a sheep without a shepherd. From me, free me from my vices, and forgive me my trespasses. Forgive too my wife and child. Deliver me from my pains, and bless us with your everlasting mercy. Interesting. I assume it wants me to go up here to this house.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. So, how did it go? Did you find it?
What is this place?
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just mommy, sister, you and me. Now tell me, how did it go? Did you find it?
No.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh well, who knows? Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
Interesting little house. Jesus, that scared me. Looks like there's the elk. Kind of creepy.
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we? What? Now when you look at that, I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember?
Well, it took a step
You
for the
murdered
worse.
them back then, both of them. But hey, No use crying over spilled milk, right? At least this means there's more meat for the two of us. You still remember how to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime, to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we? Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And... oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
Well.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining? You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have made me just a little less merciful. Just a little less pious. Because then, I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
What a nice day in summer.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most, to be ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny, the loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today, shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, a clockwork. Having long stood still, its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
Shh, hey, quiet, damn it. You wanna wake up the entire ship or what?
It's giving me Morrowind vibes.
Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it? Uh-huh. Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and... well, not like this. Some things never change, I guess. Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
Nonsense. Those bastards from the temple killed them, not me, and I know that.
As determined as ever. I guess you're right. But... who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing. Only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache. Not our fault. Damn it, we're thieves. Frauds. And unlike you, I actually have a problem with that. But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
Looks like we got different races here now. So, half Eterna, native to the swampy continent Miara Aranath. The destruction of the land caused by decades of war forced many Eterna to escape to other countries, where various destinies awaited them. Some pursued and disregarded them because of their innate magical talent. Some revered them for it. Many Eterna earned their life as traveling minstrels. Half Eterna start with a bonus for elementalism, entropy, mana, and enchanting. Okay, so they look like they're going to be your wizard class. Half Azraelian. Originating in the barren and steep-like continent Azrael, the Azraelian are a divided people. While nomadic natives in the Steppes Mountain and their pantheistic traditions, the coastal inhabitants regard them as being primitive and struggle for recognition as fully fledged part of the civilized world. Half Azraelians start with a bonus in heavy armor, two-handed, health, and handicraft. So they kind of sound like Nords to me. Clinian. As a secluded people, the inhabitants of the Belt of Kyle are said to have reclusive mind. Clinians are deemed as blessed businessmen, a rumor that can be ascribed as the Blue Island Coalition, which is Ven's biggest trading company and is located in Kyle. Among other things, half Clinians start with a bonus on rhetoric, carrying capacity, sleight of hand, and marksman. Okay. Half Crinian. Crinians originate from the namesake desert continent, which is said to be both barren and inhospitable. At the same time, it is known as a cradle for science, mysticism, and culture. While many foreign countries admire Kira for its advanced culture, they are often deemed as heretical and immoral, especially as religious continents like Enderal. Half Corinthians start with a bonus in light armor, one-handed stamina, and alchemy. So these seem like your paladin, bard, wood elf type characters here. I think I'm going to run a Clinian this playthrough. Alright, let's see here. Honestly, we can spend so much time messing around with character creation, but you know, it's not like we're gonna see him very much anyway. Okay. We're gonna go with Xixes.
Ah, Kilay.
She fled from that civil war the Black Crescent caused, didn't she? Ironic, isn't it? Seems some parents pass on their fates to their children. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand... Wait. You hear that? Shit. Someone's coming.
Nowadays, just don't want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old days, back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway, enough of the chit-chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp! Good. Now, quiet.
Ah, here we go. My, it smells like Vaughtier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small. Crest of the Blue Island Coalition, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Okay.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one. Go!
Wrong place, wrong time.
Throw a hook to the face! Come on, dodge! You can do it!
Don't regret this. Don't regret this.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. Oh, what in blazes are we going to do now? Yes, of course. That makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on. Help me search. There must be a rope or something. I thought we were over the hump when we made it on board. It just can't ever be easy, can it?
Nope. No, it can't. I don't have any weapons on them. It's unfortunate.
Poor lost souls. The probabilities have turned against you.
What the? Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance. But my identity is irrelevant, as are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. And I believe you, but sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
What the? Oh no! No! What are you doing? Please! Please don't leave! We just wanted to...
Kinda looks like the night.
The two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us, the war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you. You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing to route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without pay.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, peel potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship. Pull him up, Ruger.
Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in there.
But... You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie her and her comrade together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
Ouch.
Tell me, what is time to the dead? Dreaming anyway.
So many people just talk, and
How
never...
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm Tina.
It's just... There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again, this just isn't happening. What is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
Wait, where am I? I don't think I'm where I need to be. Can't get out there. Leave the world in between by meditating with why. Okay. Seems I have awoken in a mysterious cove. So I need to find a way to reach inland. I gotta say, it is pretty around here. Where's the door from the dream? Yep. So, something was detecting me. Something is detecting me. Rats. I hate rats. Nothing in the skeleton. Carrot. Well, if I had transmute, I could have gold ore right off the spot. For those of you that don't know, transmute is a spell that allows you to turn iron ore into gold ore in Skyrim. It's just a fun little thing. Interesting. missing something. Would you look at that? I jump really far in this game. Looks like I'm going up there. Well, I always hate getting my feet wet, but oh well. Lockpicks. Key of the Forgotten Temple. Scrap metal of an ancient nation. I wonder where on the timeline this would take place then. I'm really getting my feet wet. Arcane Fever. Interesting. Oh. I would assume you don't want that to get 100%. Oh, yep. It really doesn't want me over there. Okay. Fine, then I'll go back this way. I don't have any bottles of ambrosia on me. At least not that I know of. No, I have a whole bunch of rancid health potions. Which that can't be any good. Very pretty. Longbow. That's my kind of weapon. I don't have enough learning points. Well, how do I get more learning points? I guess I gotta do stuff to learn. See if I can go over here. And favorite that. That right now. That. It's like an old dwarven door. Corpses in the light. They're gone. This machine, why does it seem so familiar? I have a feeling we'll know eventually. I don't know what these are, but I'll collect a couple of them. Oh, that's unfortunate. Looky there. Go through there here in a minute. Uh-oh. Must mean there's something nearby. Oh yeah, there's something nearby. That is a big dude. I don't think that's really doing anything. Oh, he heals if he's in the water. That's helpful. I seem to have broken the game already. Still don't have any learning points yet. Interesting. I have shoes on? Nope. Let's get some shoes, why not? Alright, what's out here? The Sun Coast. Oh, ain't that just pretty? I don't think I need any of that. Take that. It's gotta be worth something, right? Down, down. I thought that was a drugger. I was about to get clapped. What in the world is that? Old sword. Ambrosia. I needed that. Guess it's like a little Easter egg. Go ahead and favorite that. Is that a doggo? I'm gonna try some of this health potion. Assume that's an angry doggo. Oh boy. I'm gonna get out of here before stuff gets bad to worse. Back in here. I hate to say it, but my health isn't really regenerating. So we can try to eat stuff. Yep. That's what I thought. Hold on. Okay. So let it be known that the dog can do a lot of damage to me. Oh shit. Well, that sucks. I wanted my arrows back. Oh well. This guy ended up like how I ended up. Unlucky. I guess they just want you to fall. I heard you. Where are you at? Odd. I don't like the prompt just came up. I can't even see where anything's at. Way down there. I don't know what I'm detected by. Oh. There's a lot of wolves down there. Oh god. He found a way up. This isn't good. Take all the health I can get. Hero menu. And I lost a lot of arrows in that. Is no way I can retrieve them. I guess not. I keep hearing this weird breathing. Even though it's not light armor, I guess I'll put it on for the time being. At least helps me out a little bit. Hello, mud crab. I have a feeling this is going to be more of a survival based game than Skyrim was. At least for this opening part until we get deeper into the game. I hear a Nern root, but I have no idea where it's at. Detected by something. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to go ahead and quick save.
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my dame? Who am I? Finn Delires, apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should.
Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on her way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this girl isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with her as if we were in the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes.
Sounds like a cool dude.
Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever. There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So, if I were you, I'd ask a priest in Riverville to have a look at you. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple.
Maybe.
Yeah, why not? Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use.
If you got any arrows, I'll take arrows. Okay. Doesn't really look like they have any weapons here. Oh well.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed. Carbos, do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Blazes, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no. By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself. Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank you. Gruntroods, Gruntroods. Ah, here we go.
Doctor, my vision's suddenly gone blurry.
So, let's see. Sheer cup, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises,
Shit.
but...
Finn! The still!
Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, no! Oh, sod it!
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, all right. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you. See, you already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days. What? You mean the still? bad quality and too much heat, I'd wager. But, yeah, whatever will be, will be. Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dallas died in 8234.
8234?
Exploding still.
Ha ha.
It's 4,000 years past
I really
Skyrim,
don't
isn't
know
it?
what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that? I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh shit!
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards.
Seems like everywhere I go, bad luck's to follow.
Carbos! Do something, damn it!
Ouch.
Now look at that. Our mysterious survivor has awoken. Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are at my very own campsite. Before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right to the thicket. Most of your injuries are only superficial, but your fever, well, it's a different story. I was on the perimeter, and no, I didn't help for two reasons. One, I was outnumbered. Two, I'm quite fond of my entrails. I wish I had a more heroic answer, but I don't. Sorry. Quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from Arcanist's fever. Honestly, I'm surprised the old apothecarius didn't see that. Let me guess, you're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the Bard songs, right? You're unusually strong, you have reflexes like a cat, drinking potions or any kind of magically infused substance leaves a bitter afterglow in your head.
Mm-hmm. Pretty
Well,
much.
Congratulations, your magical talent just blossomed. A bit late, given your age, but it happens. Put simply, the fever is a result of your body not being able to cope with it. It's not much of a problem for now, but if you don't let Narcnus treat you sometime soon, things are going to get grim. Contain it, not cure it. From here on out, you're always going to be a little more sensitive than someone without magical gifts. But that's tolerable compared to what your magic will allow you to do. Prone to certain conditions. As I said, your fever will get worse if you drink healing potions. But you'll also be a lot more susceptible to nightmares and those kinds of things. Also, you should be very cautious of areas with magical contamination, such as Thalgard in the east. Well, there's ambrosia, but for an uncontained fever, it will only postpone the symptoms. Later, you can drink it whenever the fever gets worse. The stuff looks and tastes like undead sweat, and is bloody expensive, but it's the only thing that really helps. You have visions? Not that I know of. The only visions I've ever had are those that come along with a good pipe of peace weed. You know what?
We got
As I said, someone needs to contain
Seth Rogen over
as soon
here.
as possible. And as it happens, I know people. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. What did you do in that temple? And what's the story with those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you, and that intrigues me. What do you say? Well then, the stage is yours. I see. My condolences for your loss. So, let me summarize. You somehow survived getting thrown into the open sea. And while you were half dead, you had this dream in which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light? Huh. You also said that your magic didn't develop gradually, as it usually does, but all at once, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's quite the story. I guess you know how absurd it sounds, but for some reason, I believe you. If Not a lot of liars in my life, and you aren't one of them. Alright, it's settled then. I'll introduce you to my employer and ask him to treat you. Before we leave, however, there's something else I need to take care of, and I can use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can make for Ark. Ark? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by Malthus, and blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. You're going to see it soon. Splendid. You'll need some information before you can help me, though. I take it the fact that Finn has seen better times hasn't eluded your attention, has it? For the last 2 years, there have been wars and unrest everywhere. And even though in Enderal there's officially peace, there are peculiar things happening here, too. Normally docile animals and tears attacking wanderers in the open. The dead awakening in hordes. It's unsettling, to say the least. The strangest thing, however, is the red madness. Yeah, it's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their mind. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smith in Ark who butchered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like "fear the light" while he was doing it. Or a young woman, Noble Pat, who set her own house on fire while her family was asleep. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen incidents in a very short period of time. The fact that the afflicted's eyes glow red while they go rampant has made people call the disease the red madness. Thing is, some weeks ago it happened again, only this time it was a magister from the Holy Order itself. A teacher who instructs the novices aspiring to become keepers. His name was Yarrow, a man with more than 60 winners on his back. Well, according to the sole survivor, he entered the teaching room that day as usual. Instead of giving his lecture on alchemy, he gave a strange kind of speech where he kept going on about how mankind is corrupted and that it has succumbed to the void. And his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and blew himself up in a magical explosion.
That's terrible.
I'm not one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. My specialty is recovering lost things. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do just that. They want to know how a man like Yarrow could fall victim to red madness. And thus, if there's something like a pattern to this malady. Doesn't matter. Yarrow grew up in a small village not far from here, and according to the Order, he visited it quite often after his partner died. What I want your help with is finding clues as to why he did what he did. What do you think? Great. First of all, I want you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred, a childhood friend of Yarrow's. Ask him what he makes of the incident, and whether he has any explanation for it. Secondly, a farm boy told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the sea during his last visit there. The winds have been blowing inland the last couple of days, so go search the shoreline and see if it washed up. I myself will take a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Ah, and here. This is a map of the region. Yarrow's house is at the Blue Dot. So, unless there's anything else, I'd say let's step to it. Just meet me at the farm when you're done.
Alright. Well, I think that's going to be it for this first episode here. Like and subscribe to see some more content. I'm sure I'll be able to get back into this here in the next couple days. Thank y'all. Have a good one.